Welcome back to Big Trouble in Little Podcast. I'm Andy.
Chaz.
I'm Joe Dubs.
I'm Zach.
And this is the final frontier of movie ranking podcast. But we're not talking about movies this month. We're talking about television shows. We're talking about Star Trek. We're each going to choose 3 episodes. Now, if you listen to the last episode, we named 2 of them. We watched another one. Sorry. You saw
Surprise.
the title of the episode. If you want to go watch it before you listen, you're excused. But otherwise, we're here to talk about Zach's picks, and they're all from the original late 60s classic Star Trek. Zach, why'd you choose this campy nonsense?
Because it's the originator, the innovator, the institutionalizer. And I like it.
I thought you were doing a violator thing there. I was like, it's a violator.
He was shooting a promo for a second.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's Star Trek, baby. No. Yeah, and I just picked these episodes because I really liked them when I was watching, the whole series. And I belatedly realized, like, as I was watching these again, I was like, fuck, I almost had a theme. I fucked it up a little bit.
You tried to switch out the last one, right?
Yeah, it was going to be the last one.
That would have been a shame.
But
I'm very curious what your theme would have been then.
Murder.
So when I was telling you, there's like a split theme kind of. It's that we're gonna get into it in a minute. Well, I'm gonna spoil a fucking 50-year-old TV show, whatever. But Wolf in the Fold has like an energy fucking alien in it that's like fucking with people and everything.
Sure.
Day of the Dove has an energy alien that fucks with people and
Definitely.
fucks with their minds and their emotions and shit.
Yeah, they do that a lot in Star Trek. They love energy aliens.
And I know for a fact there's at least a few other episodes that involves just energy aliens, just beings comprised of energy.
Didn't we watch one on one of the last seasons? I could have sworn you picked one that had a very similar thing, and they had to like trick it in some way to get rid of it.
I think it was the AI, wasn't it? The AI.
That was the
robot.
computer.
Yeah,
It was
Okay, it was a
Was
computer.
that
Oh,
Pro?
that's right.
Yeah.
It was
That was
a computer.
Al.
Okay.
That was Al back in Star Trek. Even though the computer they interact with is basically like Al.
I mean, Al, energy, whatever. It's fine.
Al is energy. Energy is Al.
Well, you could say it in a piece of action that the book kind of fucking fucked with a society a little bit.
I
Yeah.
mean, it literally
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
That theming would have been different. That would have been like somehow like contact with like societies like turned out differently than how they originally thought they were going to. That's a whole other separate theme.
I kind of looked at it like the theme of unseen forces because, like, that's like all of these have this similar thing of okay, 2 of them happen to be this malevolent energy or something, but the reality is you have this unseen force that is not easily explained that has some type of effect on its surroundings, and one of them happens to just be technology that then completely affects the culture of a society as opposed to directly, like, physically harming or causing harm to the other people.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
you
you're
can
not-
say that.
A theme isn't required. It's just
Definitely not.
interesting. You can just choose, hey, I like these Star Trek episodes. Let's watch them. Honestly,
Yeah.
we've stipulated every time we've done this, you don't have to choose 3 episodes all from the same show. And at times we don't. It's just it's just this is what Zach wanted to choose. He likes these 3 episodes, and I mean I can see why. They're all good.
I like to expose you guys more to classic Trek too. Now that it's so far, it's the only thing I've watched entirely.
That's kind of what this has become. Is I really want the guys to watch this, and so I chose it. That kind of thing. But which one do you want to talk about first?
I guess Wolf in the Fold because it was like the first one. So
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing it. If we do it in order, that's great because I got genre whiplash.
All
So,
right.
yeah, it starts out like they're Kirk, Bones, and Scotty are like on shore leave, therapeutic shore leave because of something that happened to Scotty, I think earlier in the series.
Yeah, they're on shore leave in space Middle East or something. Space Baghdad. It's weird.
Space bag, something like Space Dubai. but they're like on a planet that's like a hedonistic society basically, and they don't really stress out about anything, and they just like they like having fun and partying. That's all it's about. And they're like in some kind of like club or bar where they're like watching a woman dance and everything, and Scotty's like all about that shit.
He was ready to bone.
And then Kirk was like, "You want to talk to her?" He's like, "Yeah, you know I do, Captain." And he's like, "I invited her over here, so it's going to happen." He's like, "Oh, great." She comes over and they start talking, and he's like, "I think I'm going to take my leave." And he's like, "I'll come back on time, I promise." And he leaves with her. It's like they're left to him and Bones are just like, "Well, we'll go to some other place. I know this bar across town. It'll be fun." They decide to leave that joint. And then they hear like a woman screaming, and then it's like all foggy out there and shit.
It turns out Scotty is an incel.
Apparently. And so they find like her dead, and then he's standing there up against a wall, like Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid with like a knife in his hand with blood on it. But that's important to know, though. He's making a joke about Scotty being an incel, but like, the whole reason they even did this start with because of some incident that happened with like some woman that fucked him up and it made him resent women.
An unnamed character does something in an off-screen event that causes Scotty to get injured, and because that character was a woman, they are worried Scotty's gonna hate all women.
So he's dubs.
I was like, all right, let's settle down a little bit. Let's jump to some conclusions.
I was gonna say, I was like, which one of you fuckers were thinking Dubs is Scotty in this situation the whole time?
I think all three of us. I watched it. I was like, Dubs would have done that.
Yeah, I would have killed all three women.
Yeah, he wouldn't have even been like a weird space alien. He would just done it.
Yeah,
I don't remember it,
He's
but
a
I
murderer.
probably
He's
did
an
it.
awful person.
Jack the Ripper made me do it.
So like they have to like, you know, hold him in some kind of like weird arrest basically, and work with like the local authorities over trying to figure out did he really murder this person or not. He doesn't remember it. And that's like the whole issue is like he doesn't remember whether he did anything or not.
Yeah, it's like Clue in Space Baghdad.
Yeah, it's like Star Trek Clue kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the whole episode is, them trying to figure out does Scotty murder somebody or not, and then more people get murdered in the process of that.
Oh,
Yeah, it actually had me like thinking at times because I was like, all right, now when they did that whole like seance thing, because that one that guy's wife was like, I'm gonna figure out who touched this knife and all that stuff.
it's a bummer when she does.
Yeah. And then it's just like she gets stabbed and he's like right there, and I'm like, all right, they're all in the same room. You can't use the defense that I don't remember. And then he's like, I do remember. There was this entity, this energy. And I was like, oh, it's going there, huh? And then you see the nod with the Star Trek lieutenant that dies. She's the second woman. And that investigator, he stares at her. I'm like,
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's
I thought
weird.
it was going to end up that they like knew each other or something. Like he knew that lieutenant or whatever, and it's all like some weird scheme to frame Scotty for something. Or so, whatever. I was thrown way off.
Yep, they went down a weird path for sure.
They set you up with the first murder too a little bit, where like there's that guy in the bar who's like watching them talk at the table.
Yeah, they give you a bunch of intentional cues that he's like upset
that he's an incel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they like interview him. He's like, "Oh, I hate everything, and I wish people would die, but I'd never kill them."
Yeah,
I loved her. I couldn't kill her.
I mean, and then we can keep going if we want to just like actually divulge the rest of the plot versus just getting into impressions. But if we are ready for that, I'm ready to make a statement or claim about one of the things that irked me a little bit about this episode.
Okay, well,
You hate women. I get it.
Yeah. You hate women too. You're married to one. I understand.
Yeah, I mean it's more of a tolerance. But, no, so I know that the plot, it's even more irritating because the plot doesn't even like lead to this meaning anything in relation to what's going on. But don't they seem unusually calm about just in succession 3 people just dying? And more specifically, it again, and maybe it's because it's that race of people that this is how they react, or they're more calm about it. But the guy that loses his wife, like his wife actively gets murdered in front of him, and it's like, huh?
He probably has like 9 of them.
In that society, maybe.
Different cultures handle stuff like that differently, so I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
Vulcans.
Well, and that's kind of the way I took it. It's like, okay, maybe it's that way, but everyone in general seems fairly calm, and it made a little more sense why the one guy was like trying to press everything on but calmly doing it. Meanwhile, he sounded like the person who voice acts Piglet in Winnie the Pooh the animated series.
Might have been. That guy was a really prolific television actor. Maybe he is.
Like legitimately, he sounds like who voice acts Piglet. I remember hearing it, and I was like, "Oh, dear."
As soon as he opened his mouth, I was like, I've heard this guy in something. I couldn't
He's
place
in a lot
it.
of stuff. He's in some Twilight Zone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no,
he
for sure.
is actually. Yeah, now that you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's in the shelter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we've seen that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically it boils like there's 2 more murders. They decide finally they convince the guy on the planet who's like the official, the government official, basically. It's like, listen, we can really get to the bottom of this. If you got less, go to the ship and use our computers on Scotty.
He's juror number 2. That's where I've seen him. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's all the Angry Men, right?
He's also literally the voice of Piglet.
Holy shit.
I caught it.
As recently as 2005.
I didn't even look. I heard it and I was like, "That motherfucker is a pig." I know it. Hell yeah, I know my Disney shit.
He has pig voice.
Jesus, that's all he's done. Since 1988 till 2005, he's appeared as Piglet fucking 4 dozen times.
Well, that became.
No, I take it back. He was also on an episode of The Cosby Show in that time.
Well, I mean, he found his gig.
Oh, he's a voice in Emperor's New Groove, too. All right.
Oh, well.
He did voice Piglet in Kingdom Hearts, too. Good for him.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
But they eventually finally go to the ship and are able to use like their systems and their computer, their owl up there, and basically the computer's showing like, no, Scotty's telling the truth. He's not like lying about anything, more or less. And that guy this whole time is like, well, we know that's not true. The computer could be lying or it's making errors or something. And he's like, this is ridiculous. We're just relying on a computer to do all this. And then like Kirk is like kind of examining like the other people that are like suspects, like the guy who left the bar in the first scene, basically. And then it finally gets to him questioning the guy, the Piglet guy. And he's like, wait a minute, you were unaccounted for when you left the guy's home to go fetch this other dude, and like you weren't here either. And he's just like being real cagey about it and stuff. And then eventually they start like asking the computer like, where's he from? Rigel 4. What's this knife? Where's it from? Rigel 4. And then like when they figure out where the knife is from, he's like, fuck, they caught me. He tries to run away. And that gets like, he gets knocked out. He gets killed. Kirk punches him once and he dies. This shit's amazing.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is one of the things Chaz was talking about, like something he didn't like about it. This was the part I didn't like, is they write this whole whodunit, and when you find out who done it, they still chase him around the ship for a while. Like it feels like the episode would be over, and then there's this whole he keeps jumping into other people thing.
Well, it's because it's what he is. Though he's
I know. I mean, it's interesting. It's a cool thing that happens. It's just, again, like it's a whodunit, and when they find out, like I'm used to the formula of, it was him all along credits.
Sure, yeah.
So
This is
here's
Star
the
Trek.
question. So based on that, is this like malevolent entity been in? This is what I was trying to figure out. Like, was this entity jumping from person to person, and he happened to jump in Scotty, and Scotty actually like physically committed the murders, and then the guy jumped out, and that's why he doesn't have memory? Or did the detective actually kill the girls too? I kind of took it like the first, because it doesn't like, and that's why the third murder, it happened to be the guy in the room at the time.
I think you're right. I think it's the first, because he has like no memory of what happened.
Right.
But in the third murder, he knew what was going on. He didn't fucking pass out or anything.
The 2 murders he didn't know. It was the third when they were all doing the seance thing is when
Right.
So in this futuristic society, can you be accused? Can you be charged with murder when everybody knows and has proof you got possessed by like an energy demon?
No.
So
I mean, you can't be convicted of murder now if you aren't of sound mind.
Right?
well, okay, there you go. Insanity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the thing comes out of him and says his name's Redjack, and I've been around since the beginning of time, and I fucking love feeding on fear, and like all this. He doesn't say fucking. That's just me. But
They just they just decided everybody gets drugs. Fucking Starfleet's on drugs.
I like when he gives Sulu his shot, and he's just like, "What's going on? What are we doing? What are we afraid of again?"
He says, "Just don't be afraid." It's like it'll be really easy to not be afraid. As how happy I am. Man,
I don't even remember what's going on. What are we even afraid of?
Yeah, he's really grumpy.
It's just funny.
My favorite part is everybody's high, and then like fucking Kirk is like, "Hey Spock, I know a place," and Bones is like, "Hey, we'll go." No. You guys stay here. Me and Spock are gonna go.
Yeah, but the way they solve the issue though is like the Redjack energy demon repossesses Piglet, and that's what I'm just gonna fucking call him now.
yeah, Piglet comes back to life.
And then they fight a little bit. They knock him back out again. They give him a shot of the stuff. They get him high to pacify him. And then
They launch his ass space.
They basically launch him
to space.
Yeah.
They take him to the teleporter room and they fucking disperse his atoms out into fucking space everywhere.
The way I see it, because
Fucked
like
up.
my thing was like, wait a second, they just like sent a man out there to just die. There was like no formal like court decision, and I'm like, oh, he's actually dead. It's just the entities inside him reanimating.
They say technically he's not dead. He's just floating in space as a billion particles for the rest of time, which is worse. I'm pretty sure.
They sent his ass to the Phantom Zone, I guess.
Yeah, he's just in suspended animation. He's just stuck. Oh well.
So
He's out there thinking, "Man, I wish I could kill some women."
Yeah, he also he copped to being Jack the Ripper. That was the other cool thing. That was one of the other things that stuck out to me about this episode. They keep talking about Jack the Ripper.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to know where it was going, but when they first did that whole Redjack and they were looking it up and they're like Jack the Ripper, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Where was he before that? That's what I wanted to know.
Where was he before that? I don't know.
Before
he was
time.
like he was there when Cain killed Abel. That was him. That was Redjack.
He was before the Big Bang.
Oh, they mentioned a couple of other like notable things, right?
Yeah,
but
murder sprees. Yeah.
Wasn't there one more that was before Jack the Ripper, and then
I thought it started at Jack, and then they were like 2160 and whatever or something.
I could have sworn they said one that was like earlier. It was like a random one, like in the 1500s. But then like all the other ones were definitely ahead of Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. The computer was talking about. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I like the hook, the Jack the Ripper hook. I liked the whole whodunit aspect of the episode and everything, and the way they killed the guy.
And I want to clarify, when I said the Twilight Zone episode with the shelter, I meant the guy with the hat. That was questioned, not Piglet.
He's the kind of guy that needs to wear a hat. He just has like an odd shaped head.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Piglet, Mr. Piglet, no.
All right, this episode's fine. Let's move on.
It's just fine. Okay.
Yeah.
What about everybody else?
I liked it. It kept me thinking. I mean, they had to make it a sci-fi episode, because if they just had like a whodunit like murder mystery and it was that guy, it would just be like, I mean, the sci-fi part would be the AI and everything, but they had to make it like wooey a little bit with the spiritual evil thing, a conscience.
A lot of sci-fi in the next one.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, like, again, I understand it's the premise of the show, and I do like in some ways that they decided to take this kind of whole unknown thing and the premise of just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it has to be some weird like religious or supernatural nonsense. It's just something you don't understand that is still a natural phenomenon. Like, because that's the whole point of this, is the sci-fi within it is this exists in nature, it just is what it is. But the thing that I found though is that because of how they built it up as a whodunit, I don't know why it felt like a weird, not a rug pull per se, but just the twist kind of felt a little flat for me. And then, of course, then we go through the whole chase because Piglet's dead and they got to catch him and he's in the computer and all the bullshit. And it got a little hokey, so I kind of enjoyed the tranquilizer stuff. That brought me back a little bit. But, like, I think I'm already jumping ahead to comparing it to Day of the Dove. But I will say, because they're similar entities, if I would have watched Day of the Dove first and then watched this one, I would have been like, oh, fuck, not again, another energy thing. Whereas, like, Day of the Dove, I was interested because of the premise of what it was doing, not so much that it was this entity. But this one, it's like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine. Like, you could have also just had some guy that had some grudge and a reason to do this, but okay, we'll go with this.
They already have an episode like that, literally just like that.
I
can't tell you what it is though. I don't remember the name of it.
No, that's okay, but I'm just saying, like, that's the thing is we're playing with like these like very similar type of plot lines, but just finding some weird way to make it different. But I don't know, it's fine.
That's a joke. Well, it's not really a joke. I think they're doing it earnestly. But on Red Letter Media, they have Star Trek episodes, and they kind of say, and they're talking about Next Generation, but it works for the original Star Trek too. They say there's only so many different kinds of episodes, and there's like 8 or 10 of them or something. And every episode they name, they neatly define it into one of those categories. And yeah, it works.
And that's okay. That's okay. Like, again, I didn't hate it. I liked it. I enjoyed stuff. I laughed at certain things. I was intrigued enough. But it wasn't, like, mind-blowing. I thought the twist was a little flat, but okay.
Yeah. It's old Star Trek.
It's Star Trek. It's fine.
You don't got to take it too serious.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay.
Let's get a piece of that action, though.
Let's talk about a piece of that action.
Yeah. So this one, they're going to check on this planet that had, like, contact with, like, I guess some kind of ship from, they said over 100 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Like a Federation ship from 100 years back or
and
something
more
like that.
Importantly, it was before the Prime Directive had been set.
Yeah.
So there wasn't this precedent to not influence societies.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, honestly, stuff like this might be what necessitated them to write the Prime Directive, like in canon. They would look at this and be like, "Ah, shit, we shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, that is totally fair. Or what? Because they called it something different, right? It wasn't called the Prime Directive. It was called something else, right?
They just say like we're not supposed to interfere with like societies that are still developing or something.
Yeah, it had some type of name, but it was like vague. It wasn't like it wasn't the Prime Directive. It was just we have a directive to no longer interfere or something. But yes, like
the directive to no longer interfere.
Yeah, that's
Starfleet no longer allows us to fuck around because sometimes we find out.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. But yeah, they go to check on the planet again, and then like Kirk contacts some guy on there who's like a leader, and he talks kind of funny. And he's like, "All right, I guess we'll beam down." And he's like, "Give us coordinates." He's like, "Oh, go to this intersection here, but there's a yellow fire hydrant." And he just kind of looks like somebody. He's like, "Oh, okay." That's not normal, but we'll get there. And him and Bones and Spock beam down, and they're just like in a intersection that looks like it's in Chicago in like 1920. Fuck, and
everybody's holding a Tommy gun.
Everybody's holding Tommy guns. That's
strapped. Really strange to me is that they are like everyone is armed. Every single person is just like carrying a rifle in plain sight.
It's 1920 Chicago, but in Texas.
Yes. Like they said, like some guys come and grab him and hold him up, and he's like, "Come on, we're holding you up." He's like, "Wait, we were supposed to talk to Oxmix, that's his name, yeah." Oxmix. And then they're like, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take you there." And then like some dudes do a drive-by on him and like shoot one of the guys, and then they're just like left standing there with like the one guy that's left, and that's like how the episode starts. Like, oh shit, this is like Gangster Town basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they're on Gangster Planet.
Gangster Planet. I love the twist of this. This shit's funny to me.
This like whole episode's funny.
They eventually meet the fucking mob boss. There's multiple, you find out, because there's no government, and not really.
Yeah, they're just territories.
It's just territorial disputes.
This planet is all just one city too, apparently.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like Chicago, the planet.
Yeah.
This is planet Chicago.
We went from space Baghdad to planet Chicago.
It's like the more you think about it, the more you're like, where's all the food coming from? I don't understand the society.
they're just like a series of deep dish pizza chains right down the street.
There's people that work the docks. They're fishing.
Yeah.
You make people go sleep with the fishes because Tony down there at the docks, he'll cover for you and like make sure nobody's going to be there when you drop somebody down there. Fucking, But
popcorn and sausage dog in the corner.
Yeah.
Doesn't one of them one of the Star Trek people fuck up the like cement on shoes like analogy?
Concrete galoshes. It was Scotty.
Oh yeah, concrete.
And he's like, you mean cement overshoes? And he's like, yeah, that.
Like I was being a bit of a pedantic prick, but whatever.
Everybody was being pedantic in this episode. Due to the language barrier. But like they meet Oxmix and like he basically is like, I want you guys to like help me. You need to give me heaters and all this other stuff. And they're like, what heaters? And he's like, oh, you mean these? He's like, no, we can't give you that. They're getting this whole debate about who's helping who or whether or not they should help him. And then Spock's like wandering around and he finds this giant book like on a fucking pedestal. It's like mobs of Chicago in the 1920s. And he's just like, Captain, come here. It's like held up like it's like the fucking Bible. That's like what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like a huge white tome. That's a very bizarre, and they say it was published in 1992.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite thing about it is it's on that pedestal and they find it there, and then when they go to the other mob boss's house, and the same book is on the same pedestal.
And you know what's really funny about that? I don't know about you guys, but my grandma had a Bible that looked just like that.
Yeah, I've seen 100% seen a white Bible with gold trim like that. 100%.
That's what I was like. They must have been like going for that specifically.
Well, Spock, one of them, I think Bones says it's like the Bible.
Yeah.
But I mean it is true though, and that analogy is correct in the sense that their entire society has been shaped by what they read in this book. They literally took this book as gospel.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirk tries to ask him about it. I was like, wait a minute, they didn't leave you any other books? Oh, there was some book about engineering. And like, who cared about that? It was this book. This was the book.
About farming? I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah. I don't even know what agriculture is, but I got a gun.
Yeah, we all got guns, and we all got territory.
There's a fucking bunch of mobsters. They're like, what did mobsters eat? Fucking spaghetti and pizza. Okay.
And just what book about the mob also includes instructions on how to make a Thompson submachine gun? It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah, you don't need to overthink it.
The cars are all like actual like Fords and like a Dodge. Like it's just dumb. It's silly.
Speaking of not overthinking it, it's my favorite thing of this is that at some point, about a third to halfway through this episode, Kirk, I don't know if it's just like something clicked with him being on the planet, or he just said, "Fuck it, I've given up on trying the way we normally would," and he just immediately turns into a gangster.
Yeah, like flips the switch. Yeah, someone else starts writing his dialogue for him.
Yeah,
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the squeeze. See,
that's where the episode gets good, in my opinion. It's
it
where
absolutely does.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna. It's Clown World. I'm just gonna do this.
But what's best is like he switches in and out of it when he's like, and he calls up into the bridge and starts talking to them as the captain. Yeah, and then he'll go back to talking that way, and he's in front of them. I love it. I thought it was so ridiculous. That's the part that sold me. I went from like, I don't know if this is kind of dumb, and then that happened, and I was sold. And
he figured it out. He figured out. I got to get down on their level for them to actually understand me.
And it took a while, but Spock did it too. Toward the end, Spock started doing the same thing, and I loved it.
It's even some of the funniest moments with Spock happened in this episode. Like there's like some point where Kirk's doing the gangster shit. He just does not understand what the hell he's saying.
He keeps asking. He's like contradicting him. He's like, "Well, wait, I don't know. That's not going to work."
It's
Talking about.
I like when he tries to tell Kirk has to like trick these guys with like a fake fucking card game he makes up. And then Spock standing there, he's like, the people that live on Alderaan or whatever, like they don't play. And he's like, Spock. He's like trying to get him to stop. He's got autism. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand humor or like lies or anything. But I'm trying like so. Eventually, Kirk escapes, and then like the other two are like kind of holding Oxmix hostage for a bit. And Spock has to like try to radio up to the ship, and he does. And Kirk gets the bag put over him by like some other guys. A rival boss grabs him and brings him to his place and wants to make the same kind of deal, basically. Of you bring us heaters and we'll fuck up the other guy, and then we'll roll all the territory. No, we're not doing that. But at the end of the day, though, Kirk gets down on their level, like I was saying, and gets them all together. He tricks everybody into like meeting in this one place. And,
yeah, that alien race is kind of dumb.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they let a book about 1920 Chicago from the 1990s on Earth, like basically be their Bible to tell them how they need to live their entire lives. But it was funny that he effectively extorted them. He figured out a way to set them up in a pyramid scheme.
I'm also that's in the Prime Directive.
I also absolutely love that they have that bit where they're trying to get in, and he's like, "I'll cut this kid into the piece of the action," and they just never. The kid does a great job of helping them, so they get in, and they just never fucking go back.
You got a piece of the action.
Yeah. Poor kid.
Well,
yeah, go on, Dubs.
Well, my favorite part is like, near the end, and Spock is like, or I keep on forgetting who asked it, but like he asks Kirk like, what are you gonna do? You can't take 30%, and then Starfleet's gonna say, where are you getting that money? And then he did like some corporate thing. I don't know if you guys like in retail, if you ever got like tips and stuff, like corporate's like, you can't take that tip, you have to put it into the company. That's what Kirk just basically said. He's like, well, I'm going to take that money and it's going to go into Starfleet. Everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be good.
No, that's not it. He's taking the money and he is putting it in effectively a savings area to then be used. It's like a planetary vault or registry for that planet. So eventually they can use that money to help influence them to develop a society that's less ridiculous.
Still the corporate thing. It's still
sure,
going.
But yeah. I mean, he's literally trying to. Again, it is more or less a way around to say we're going to help them unfuck this mess, but we're going to do it in a weird way because you can't talk logic with these people.
Not yet.
Not yet. Exactly.
They're too backwards.
Bones fucked it up though.
You know what's funny is thinking about like who was the guy that found that book though and was like, this is the book, and then he convinced everybody else that was the book.
It's like a book left by aliens. Like, what kind of Chariot of the Gods kind of nonsense is like, and you read it and it's all this completely alien concept to you. I still don't know. I could see them having like a religion based around mobsters, but the fact that their entire society developed that way, that's not just the icing on top. That's the whole damn cake. I love it.
It is so over the top. It would be like if, again, the equivalent of aliens leaving the Harry Potter book and then the entire world became
British.
Yeah. That's just British. But yeah, well,
like everyone has wands and robes and owls and shit.
Yeah,
but
we
like
just suddenly know magic.
For the British, it's the same thing. Yeah, you're right. If they left Harry Potter instead of this history book. But now that leads to the question. It's the future. You have a spaceship. You get to leave one book behind on a planet to fuck up their development. What do you leave?
The road.
That's actually fun. Why would you do that?
It's like it's a post-apocalypse. That's not very developmental. Like there's nothing funny to develop into.
Oh man, that's tough.
Well, I have a really funny episode. I have a really funny answer that is a reference to another episode of Star Trek that I was going to make the third episode for us to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mein Kampf.
Oh my god!
I can't.
So that was your third episode.
So you're going to turn a whole planet into anti-Semites, but they don't know what a Semite is.
Here's the thing. That wasn't that guy's intention. It got out of hand. That's literally his explanation for it.
God.
I don't know though. I don't know what book I'd leave behind.
What would
Heart
you
of Darkness?
leave behind?
Heart of Darkness.
What the? They can't. How the fuck can they develop a society based
There's
off
something
of that?
there.
There-
There's
there-
something
no,
there.
Yeah, there is something there. It'd be like a weird like cult group that would be like, no, we know the truth, and then everyone else is like just in chaos because there's no way this is actually what the world.
I'd leave behind Dune, so we could just have Dune. In
They
the
would just
real
make
world.
Dune.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we don't need these plants. We need sand.
Just it's like a sand world where people live. It's just they're stupid and because they're undeveloped because it's a sand world, and they just create Dune. That's how it should be.
The screenplay for Waterworld.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Fuck.
It does look like shit.
You guys keep choosing all this post-apocalyptic stuff. That's nothing to develop.
Exactly.
Mine
We
wasn't
want them to
post-apocalyptic.
No, yeah, that one wasn't.
Well,
right,
what book would you leave? You asked the question.
Oh, I don't know, something funny like, you know what, history of like Rome or something. A history book. A history book would be
Recreate
very
Rome.
funny to me. Yeah.
Hey, that's another episode of Star Trek where there's some society that's just like Rome.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
The book of Enoch.
That makes me think of the
No, chariots
Fallout
of the gods.
uh,
How meta.
Oh, shit. That's a piece of the action, more or less, though.
Yeah, this episode's just fun. It's not like oh so heady, oh so interesting, oh what mythos and pathos, what a lesson. It's just fun. It's just a fun ass 50 minutes, and I like it.
yeah.
This
I
is-
was
I was gonna say this might be like the first episode where they really kind of stumble on that formula of the guys go to some planet and basically it's like they flash back to another society kind of thing. And this is like one of the earliest examples of that, though, more or less.
Yeah.
I like.
Actually, I decided what I want. I want the entire Twilight series.
Mm.
Yep. I want that to be
So
it.
they'll have a contemporary society.
How do they? So
Like
they would
with
create vampires and
weirdos.
werewolves.
Yep, they're gonna create vampires. There's something there.
They're gonna sparkle.
Yeah.
The whole Gundam series. There you go.
Yeah.
They sleep behind Mobile Suit
They'll make
Gundam
them
manga.
robots.
Oh yeah, we just
Hey.
been talking about other. We could get manga in there. I want everyone to turn into Saiyans.
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Anyway, I know we're being nonsensical, but so something's funny. I mentioned before there's like tonal whiplash with these episodes, but like the first one is like it does seem kind of serious at first because there's a murder mystery, and then by the end, to me, instead of it be staying serious, to me it gets a little in the campy end because they're doing let's make everybody high in order to not die to this thing, and it gets a little goofy. And then it goes full throttle goof into the next episode. And then we just knee-jerk right back into super serious with this one. And it stays really intense.
Mm-hmm.
So that said, yeah, let's talk about Day of the Dove.
Of day.
I
If you had
forgot.
chosen a different episode, it would have been a tragedy because this one was my favorite.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm
That's fine.
also happy you picked this one. This was also my favorite.
were you gonna say
I know.
Dubs?
Nah, never mind. I had a stupid thought that I was like, is this the first time we saw the Klingons? But I'm like, we saw the Klingons earlier.
No, we saw him in Trouble with Tribbles twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they look
Yeah.
different then too. So like,
That's why I said that line. We do not discuss it with outsiders.
so
Yeah.
like, I don't even think they had like the face paint back then. They were just like guys. They were just
Oh,
dressed different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then this time they tried to do something different, which is like they put on some
Shoe
like
polish.
kind of shoe polish, some grease paint or whatever. And now these are the new Klingons. And
The evolution of Klingons is fucking needs to be a YouTube video.
it needs to be explained one day by somebody.
Probably is, yeah.
I like it not being explained. I like
too, honestly,
I like
I
just that
do.
one line in DS9 where they're like, "Those are Klingons? What happened?" And they all look at Warp and goes, "We do not discuss it with outsiders." And that's the entire explanation in all of the canon. As far I'm sure, there's like fucking 130 books and like a bunch of shows I haven't seen. And I'm sure they explain it somewhere. I don't want to know. I like it this way.
I just want to ask John Carpenter what he thinks about Klingons being different. It's like, why do you think the Klingons are different? They're not. And he'd be like, sometimes you don't need a fucking explanation, and then he would just leave it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the real explanation is an advance in technology and budget.
Yeah.
That's
They had a civil war. They had an advance in technology and budget, and they killed the weaker ones. That's what happened.
Star Trek, the motion picture came out, and they said, we're going to have Klingons, but they're going to look like space dudes.
Christopher Lloyd's going to be a Klingon.
And he was.
He was. That was awesome.
Yeah, this one's got Klingons in it. Automatically, I was like, cool, Klingons. So like, it's like that helped when I first watched this episode. But they're like down on this planet. It's like Chekov. I think Bones is there, and like a couple of red shirt guys or something. I think
A couple losers.
couple of losers, jobbers, and they're like investigating like something. I think it was like that was supposed to be like a research outpost or whatever.
It was supposed to be a colony of 100
yeah,
people, men, women,
colony.
and children.
And then like they find out because there was a distress signal or something that got them over there. And then like some Klingons appear and ambush them. And they have this kind of face off and they lose it pretty much. And was his name Kang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's messed me up because of Kang in Marvel. It fucks me up.
Yeah, I Googled it. I was like, why do they name him Kang? Like, is this a Klingon thing? And that's just Kang. That's what they chose.
He's Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Khan. I don't think Marvel Kang existed yet, really. But it just messes me up though because of the timeline we're in now.
He was Kang.
But yeah, he's like, all right, you guys destroyed our ship. And then they're arguing about, no, we didn't shoot your ship. We just got here. And he's like, you're going to give me your ship because you destroyed my ship. It's like,
Who did destroy their ship?
Huh?
Who did wreck up their ship? What did happen to the colony?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, the thing can like make and unmake matter. I mean, I guess maybe that was
nice. All right, I got some fun
true.
facts. I had to know. Kang the Conqueror was debuted in 1964.
Oh, okay.
so
I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm. I had to know. Sorry,
it's 4 letters. I'm not going to be like they ripped off fucking Marvel, fucking Star Trek. It's just Kang. It's just 4 letters. It's the first half kangaroo. Like who cares?
But Kirk basically is like, okay, I'll beam us up because like they were torturing Chekov with I don't know a hockey puck. Whatever the fuck that was, he put something on his face. And he was like,
I thought it was a shaver. I thought they were shaving his arm.
Yeah, they just took a solid stick of unsalted butter and said, "Take that."
You killed my brother.
More on that.
You
later.
dirty rat! You killed my brother.
So he kind of
doesn't have a brother. There, we don't have to recap the whole episode. Watch these episodes before you watch Big Trouble in Little Podcast or get fucked.
Okay,
Damn.
that's it.
So what do you think
No.
about it? Well, yeah. What do we think about the episode?
This was the best one. It's interesting. It's I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. The fact that all the guns are removed and replaced with swords rules. Like that's genuinely really cool. I don't know. It's just this is the most interesting one throughout. And Star Trek is old as hell. Like Zach said, it's like 50 years old or more at this point. And you would think everything would be like a little predictable, but no, I was genuinely like, I don't fucking know what's gonna happen this episode. Like, are they gonna like if it was Next Generation, they would have figured out some way to like reconfigure the deflector dish to shoot tachyons into the stupid energy alien, and it would like do some shit. Not in this one. In this one, they just make friends and then tell the alien like, "We're friends now. You can't make us fight. Fuck you." And then the alien's like, "Fine," and it just leaves. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah,
I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I loved that. He like started laughing at him. It's stupid.
That's genuinely great. Like this episode has so many really, really good character moments, just like characters interacting with each other. It also almost has a rape in it though, and that's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, Chekov was, enraged and he wanted to rape her.
It's still weird. I was still like, this is Star Trek. What's going on?
The energy monster made him implanted false memories in him and made him think they killed his brother that he never had.
Never happened.
Which is like, I fucking love that part where they're like, he's like, I'm not following your orders. I'm gonna go get revenge, and he's fucking like leaves, and then Sulu's like,
Whoa!
what did he say? Did he say something about a brother? And he's like, yes, his brother that was killed by the Klingons. And he's like, he's an only child. He doesn't have a brother. Like nobody else knew.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh fuck!"
What is that idiot talking about?
It's like, "Oh god, we're assholes."
Is he on drugs again? It's just,
They make Chekov look really bad in this episode. Like he's affected by the thing like immediately. Like they're trying to say like he's weak-willed or something.
well, Bones was too. He was affected by it too.
Yeah, no, Bones didn't get violent. He got racist.
He got
Very
really racist. Which we know he's
should launch them all into the sun.
we know he has like
goddamn animals.
Like before you even know what's going on, they're like in the turbo lift, and Bones is about to get off, and he's like, "Well, there's no trust in them. They're Klingons." Or he says something like that, and he steps off the elevator. I was like, "Whoa, racist!" And they all just kind of look at each other and then go on with their day. Like they're like, "We're not going to talk about how racist Bones is out of nowhere."
the thing about Bones being suddenly racist here is like earlier in the series and throughout it, they kind of like hint that he's like he has like
toward Vulcans in particular, right?
yeah, towards Vulcans, he has kind of like a low simmer kind of racism where he's like always picking at Spock because he's like, God damn it, don't you feel anything, you damn cold-blooded Vulcan motherfucker? And he's like, feeling is foolish. Or he has usually some kind of calm response or something, some kind of riposte against what he says usually.
Yeah, Spock is like he's my one black friend type of person. He's my he's my dude.
They eventually do have like a moment where they kind of like understand each other better in like one of the earlier episodes. He kind of like backs off of that more, but he still picks at him sometimes for being a Vulcan.
I mean,
Yeah.
Have you seen the second and third Star Trek movies yet?
Not yet. I was thinking about picking Wrath of Khan.
Oh.
This
No,
time.
I'm not going to say anything, man. Never mind.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still just trying to like think through like in the '60s that they just took autism and made it a race.
It's
Yeah.
Vulcans.
No, they just straight up made autism a race. it's kind of fucking wild.
My one autistic friend.
Like if Star Trek didn't exist and we were in current society and someone tried to make a race in a sci-fi like scenery of some kind in a show, and then like that shit would get canceled immediately.
Oh, everybody's a lot more sensitive now.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have less
oversensitive.
emotion like Vulcans.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lesson here.
Yeah.
Be more autistic.
Yeah.
More trains.
Oh goodness.
We call it. You guys forgot one part where Chekov was about to rape that girl. Fucking Kirk came in with a fucking pimp slap, like fucking whack whack.
Oh yeah, he did. He got it.
Yeah.
He hit Jigglypuff double slap.
Yeah.
And he's like, what have I done? He knocked him out with 2 little slaps.
Yeah, Kirk's
He killed-
like, I forgot I can kill people with my punch. I just did it 2 episodes ago.
That's why he didn't punch him. He fucking killed him.
You are right. Chekov just looks like a bitch in this episode.
He really does.
Well, you know, there's another episode where like they all get old somehow. It's like I can't remember what does it, but they all beam down on this planet and they do something and then they leave and come back, and everybody starts rapidly aging except Chekov.
Okay, that's cool.
And it's like it was something stupid, like Chekov wasn't in that room when that happened. It was something like everybody's like, how come he's not affected by any of this?
Because he's Russian.
I was gonna say it wasn't because his like Russian midichlorian count was too high or some bullshit.
He had too much vodka in his system. Yeah. But
So
no,
It's just funny because there's an episode of TNG where they all become children. It's just,
Yeah, it's the opposite.
It's the
Yeah, that's a good
That's good.
episode too.
We call it. Fuck, I just lost it. Keep going, guys. Sorry.
okay. He lost it. See, he's getting old.
No.
But yeah, it's an energy blob that feeds off hate. It's created this whole situation.
And it had like a bully the bully fucking lesson to it. You're like, you're bullying us? Well, guess what? We're bullying you. Get out of here, bully. And they're like,
well, it's about not like letting yourself be controlled by hate.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty wholesome, vanilla lesson to teach, I guess.
It's literally the breaking the cycle of violence. Like they literally could just spend that whole time killing and raping each other for all eternity and never break that cycle. But they managed to do so before it gets too crazy.
They didn't put nukes in the ship or whatever. That's the thing I wanted to bring up. So the part where like they're in that room and then the swords appear. So I dropped something on the floor like midway. So like they were talking. They were like saying you motherfucker this, you motherfucker that, and I dropped something, picked it back up, and there's sword fighting in the ship, and I'm just like, what is going on here?
Don't you know they always have swords? Like you just don't see them. It's like they're like little things. They pull it out. It's a sword, but it's not like a lightsaber. That's what it is.
I like Scotty. He's like, look at all these antiques.
Now I got a problem with him. This fake Scottish motherfucker. He's not a real
Oh,
Scot.
yeah, that's not a claymore.
Yeah, he picks
Thank
up a
you.
big ass rapier, and he's like, a claymore. I'm like, that's not a fucking claymore.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's what was in the script, and then the props turned up, and they're like, none of these are claymores.
There's no claymores here, guys. Just say this is a claymore. Why didn't
Yeah.
you just say a rapier? You could have said that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because there's going to be a scene where somebody almost got raped. You couldn't say rapier.
No.
Hey, wasn't Scotty a little bit racist too? Because like they were in his engineering room, and he's like, "Damn animals are in my my engineering room."
He's getting racist about the fucking Klingons, and he also says something racist to Spock, and then Spock gets racist against humans, and then he almost kills him with his bare hands.
Dude, I like my eyes like got wide, and it's like because like he was like these goddamn humans, and I was like, whoa, emotion, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, when
It's
started to
scary.
hit him,
It's scary if Spock's going to physically attack you because they've shown he's like way stronger than like a regular person. So
Yeah.
I
also
God.
Do that
love-
thing where he like breaks his rib cage or something.
yeah,
I just love throughout too, and we didn't mention it in the other ones because it's just a staple of the show at this point. Anytime any conflict happens, everyone else is struggling and doing whatever, and Spock just walks up to whatever he's facing and just fucking Asiatic nerve pulled and done.
Like a pinch on the neck from Mr. Spock.
Dude,
yeah. They're having this big ass sword fight. He's like, duh, 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 and he just goes, ah! He gets him in the nerve hole immediately and runs past him.
it's like side by side. Everyone else is struggling, and you just see the person falls. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. That was loud.
But yeah, this is a good one too. I like it because of the Klingons, and I like.
Which one was your favorite of these three?
Probably a piece of the action.
Okay,
But,
Dubs.
but I like this one a lot too, though. Yeah, I like all three.
I like a murder mystery, so I like Wolf in the Fold.
Oh, okay. So we are split then. Interesting.
No, just two of us are incorrect and two of us are correct.
That's
I like
Shut up.
I like Day of the Dove, but I will say a piece of the action was close for me. That one was good.
Yeah, honestly, after a piece of the action, I was like, that one's gonna be my favorite. Like, I have no doubt because I like gangster shit anyway. So I was like on board for that as well, and also just because it's silly. But then Day of the Dove was like just a genuinely good story. I was like, okay, never mind, it's this.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
No, you know what? I like that one a little bit more. Okay, here we go.
Whoa.
Day of the Dove.
Did we ever decide what order everyone else is going in? I guess it's not. We're just gonna keep it the way it sits.
Well, I want to ask because we want to try to do them in the order based on when they came
I
out.
assume Dubs has a graphic prepared, right?
Well,
I do, but if we're gonna, who's gonna go next? Would that be Andy's pick?
yeah, I think Andy's pick would be next, right? Because
In chronological order it would be, but you guys both chose the same show. Like, it kind of doesn't matter. So we can either break it up to make it interesting or group all of Voyager at the end of the month.
fine with me.
All Voyager together. I want to have a Voyager fucking
He
explosion.
wants to go on a voyage.
Well, then I feel bad that I don't have the episode numbers for my episodes, but that's okay, I guess.
Well, like you said, it's an old show. You can go look it up. There's Google. There's AI fucking Chat GPT. Go look it up yourselves.
Yeah, there's a bit of I gotta preface my episode choices. The gloves are off now. Like, I know we watched Duet and it was like serious business. It's one of the best episodes of Star Trek I've ever seen. I love it. And we've seen some other stuff. I've been avoiding stuff that deals with the Dominion War and like the way that it goes on and the founders and stuff like that. No more. I've given you guys like 2 fucking years to watch DS9. These episodes are very spoilery for basically the whole series, except for Far Beyond the Stars, which spoils nothing at all. Far Beyond the Stars is a bottle episode. But we're gonna watch Waltz, In the Pale Moonlight, and Far Beyond the Stars, which are kind of all I mean, they're basically all Captain Sisko episodes, but I want to say they're all Avery Brooks episodes is what they are. So get ready for some serious episodes where you make a lot of ethical questions, and then the characters in the show don't do what you think is ethically correct, and then you have to question yourself and them.
Oh, nice.
Does anybody dance to the devil in the pale moonlight?
It is referencing that, yes.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I think that it's from something else. I don't remember.
All right. Is it Silent Stinger time?
Yes.
Sting us.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is the host credit scene where we talk about what we've been playing and watching and doing. I'm gonna go first because mine's gonna be really simple. I haven't done anything. I worked on some model crap and I watched a bunch of YouTube that like wasn't even like worth talking about. The only thing I did is I watched the Chinese Grand Prix, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
Who won?
Kimmy Antonelli.
Antonelli.
He got his very first victory.
Nice.
He's the youngest pole sitter and youngest hat trick in all of Formula One.
Did Max go from 28 to like 2?
He went from like 19th to 6th, 7th.
And then he retired.
No, yeah, he did retire. No, I was thinking about the other race, but yeah, his car broke. Everyone's cars broke. McLaren didn't start the race.
A lot of people's cars broke. Fernando Alonso's car was almost killing him. He had to quit. McLaren didn't even get to run. They're just like, our cars are just fucked. We can't run today.
Yeah. Do you realize that Oscar Piastri has not raced a single lap this year yet?
That's kind of funny.
Because he DNS'd in Australia as well. So he has yet to race a Grand Prix lap.
Damn. Poor guy. It was pretty fun though. The most fun I had with it was watching the Ferrari drivers just race each other.
Yeah.
Like,
and then Chuck comes on the radio, is like, this fight's actually a lot of fun. And every one of the Ferrari walls like, ah!
Yeah, because usually like when drivers get in that situation, they get pissed off at each other, but it didn't seem like they were getting pissed off at each other. So it was kind of cool actually.
Yeah, they were
competitive.
Close. They were like wheel bumping. Like it was pretty exciting.
They were legit racing each other, and then like Lewis pulled ahead of everybody at first, and then like kind of lost the lead. That's like the way the cars are right now. Ferrari can hit the start just right in Mario Kart. We're going to keep using the Mario Kart references right now for F1.
Fucking Blue Shell.
And then what happens is like Mercedes will just eventually catch them and pass them up. That's just what happens after about 20 laps or so. Seems to be the pattern right now. But
why does Ferrari suck a lot?
They don't
Not
really
this year.
suck right now. Yeah.
I don't know, but they always like fall behind, and they're just like either in the middle of the pack or like maybe 4th or 5th. When I watch,
they just haven't been great since like 2008,
6, 8.
I was gonna say 6, and then I was like, was it later than that they were good? I don't remember.
I think 6 was the last time Michael Schumacher won, everything.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't think they've had as good of a season without him.
No.
Any of the people that were there.
They had some race wins with like Alonso and a few other people. I can't remember. I wasn't watching then, so I don't have the knowledge as well.
I always forget Alonso did win.
Yeah. Just a
he
couple times.
He always talks about how much he hated being there. Like anytime like anybody talks about Ferrari, he's just goes, fuck. He was not happy being at Ferrari.
No. It sounds like a lot of people aren't.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. I guess when's Japan? Is it 2 weeks?
A week from this weekend.
Okay, so basically 2 weeks from that race. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then there's just a break because of World War III.
The war, yeah. After that, it was supposed to be Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, but no, so they canceled those.
I saw footage of Bahrain getting fucking blasted. I was like, oh, that's why they're not doing it.
No, yeah, it's serious. There is actual like stuff going on. So there's not going to be any Grand Prix in the Middle East right now.
They go to South Africa again. They could go. I don't know. We talked about that.
You can't. You can't just like whip a Grand Prix up in a month. That's impossible.
Yeah, you can. They just don't want to. They're lazy.
I mean,
they should just run Suzuka 3 times in a row. Just do that.
Just run the tracks we like a couple more times.
I mean, what you just
will be there already. Just don't leave.
You just described a movie plot.
What?
They just can't whip up a Grand Prix in a month.
I mean, yeah, in like a comedy, I'm sure you could, but
there you go.
Let's
Fast movies. Do the fast movie. That's the next thing. They have to fucking build a Grand Prix, but fucking terrorists gonna.
It'll be the producers of racing movies. That's what it'll be.
It actually does sound pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's something there. We contact somebody.
Fucking Tom Cruise.
We'll call it Wacky Races.
Wacky.
I think
wheels.
that's taken.
Nah, we'll spell it different.
We'll put
we'll put a K, drop a C.
We'll call it Quick Racists.
We'll use fucking the number 4 as A.
There. So you didn't do anything else though besides the.
No, I watched qualifying and the sprint. They were both fine. The sprint was actually good. I'm still hot and cold on the sprint races. Like I always feel like they're a waste of time, but then I watch them and I'm like, yeah, that was okay. And they're like 40 minutes, so it's okay. But yeah, that's it. You also watched the race. We'll pivot to Zach. That makes sense.
Okay. Well, we just talked about the race, so I watched a little bit more Zeta Gundam. I'm slowly crawling through it. Now I just finished the part where they're going to Earth. So
you're gonna be in Hong Kong soon.
Yeah. You know, it's something happened in this show a couple times that I think I didn't really give that much thought, but it's hilarious to me now. There's 2 scenes where a guy gets killed, and then his last thought is of whatever woman he's with.
Sure.
He like says their name, and they explode. And it's just like it was Camille's dad. So, spoilers: Camille's dad gets blown up.
It's true.
He's an asshole, though. Who cares?
Yeah, he sucks.
He has a mistress, and like his last thought of what I can't remember his mistress's name. We'll just say Marie, and it shows like these transitions and shit. And he explodes, and I don't know why. Just the way that whole scene plays out is funny to me. And then,
it's like you say that. The thing that's funny to me is the way that Camille's mother dies. Like
that's
she's
funny.
In that stupid capsule, and Jared's like, "It must be a bomb. I'll shoot the bomb." Bam! And then like she's like literally just a woman in a woman-sized glass capsule floating in space, and Jared's like, "Pow!" and like blows it up with his mobile suit. It's like Jesus Christ.
And then
Camille's like, "What?" And then she like flies away into oblivion. Like she doesn't explode. She's just like, "No!"
Yeah.
And then, like I laughed. I couldn't help
it's funny because of how ridiculous it is. It's a crazy, insane way to die.
I mean, it's over the top because of how dramatic it is. Camille's what, like 14 or something, and both
She's
of his
like
parents
15
died
or something like that. Yeah.
in space fights.
And then, like, what's funny is Jared's like, that stupid bomb didn't even explode.
Yeah, and then he's like, "What the fuck? It didn't explode. What's going on?"
Is that a dud? We got to remember, he was ordered to shoot it. He had orders to go out there and shoot this bomb we planted or some shit. Is what he gets told.
No, I don't think they told him to. I don't think they told him to shoot it.
I thought they did.
Because later he's like, "I'm sorry, Camille. I didn't know that it wasn't a bomb or something like that." Like he says,
"Oh yeah," he tries to apologize to him. You're right.
Yeah, and then Camille's basically like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Like attacks him.
I hate you. I don't take back punching you in the face, motherfucker.
Nope. I'm gonna punch you more. I'm gonna kill every woman you try to bone for 30 episodes.
Pretty much.
I love Zeta so much. That series is so fucking good.
Watch Zeta Gundam. But I also watched more wrestling bios videos. I watched there was the one about the Hall of Pain. You know, Mark Henry's big run where his shit finally came together and he did something cool. You ever hear him tell the story of like how they came up with that idea?
You talk about like how like he just got on that role. Is it the rib story where he got ribbed?
Yeah, it's like where he was
Yeah.
supposed to have a match on SmackDown to like close the show, or it was like supposed to be a dark match or something after the show was
Yeah.
over, and then
Yeah.
nothing happened because Vince wanted to rib him. He wanted to like pull a joke on him, basically.
Yeah, so they sent him out into the crowd. Like they sent him out to be in a match. Crowd's still there, and music plays. Nobody comes out, and then he stands there and waits, and the music plays. And nobody comes out, and I guess like Vince is like Gorilla's like laughing his ass off or something about it, and
fucking with him.
And then finally they keep doing it, and then he gets pissed and he goes to the back, and everyone fucking left.
He was out. There's footage of it though. That's what's funny is you can find the footage of him standing out there waiting to have this match, and you can see his face.
Oh,
This
he's
guy's
mad.
getting fucking pissed.
This is
and,
also after he's like already checked out and ready to leave the company because he doesn't feel like he's being used.
Yeah,
That's
but he basically just started yelling and shit. He walked back there, and yeah, it was just like this whole thing. But Vince heard about how fucking mad he was, and it was apparently scary.
Oh yeah, he threw a tantrum. Like he like broke shit in there and like went ballistic, and then he just left and went home. And basically at that point he was like, I guess I'm done. I quit. I'm not dealing with this bullshit anymore. And Vince called him again, and they like watched the footage or something, like you said, of him like destroying Gorilla, and he was like,
that's what I want.
need. Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
what led, and it literally led to him getting a championship run. It's just wrestling's fucking weird, man.
That crazy son of a bitch had some way to like pull something out of you that you just wasn't there before. He would find it somehow.
Yeah,
that was
like,
definitely
that's it.
the point. What's hilarious is that was not his point. He didn't do that to like see. I bet this will make him a better wrestler. Like they just legit did it to fuck with him, and it just turned into a good thing.
It produced something. That's how this thing works, a lot though. It's all
does.
happenstance sometimes.
That's okay. Roll with it.
My other favorite Mark Henry story is when he wanted to kill the Click and they sent him to Canada or whatever.
Every time he tells that story, it's fucking funny.
And it was fucking Paul Bearer fucking hiding his crutches.
It wasn't even them. It was Paul Bearer hiding his fucking crutches when he had like a broken ankle or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've never seen Mark Henry, just so you know, like this guy is like as wide as a fucking car. And he's like a legit, like world's strongest man. He held that title one time.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys.
Like he legitimately was like an Olympian and was hired and was going to be like the next big thing when he got hired in like the earlier mid 90s to like join WWE. Like it was a whole thing about how he was a strong man and yeah, like you said, they brought him in and they taught him the business, but veterans got to like fuck with the young guys. There it is.
I would not want to piss that guy off, but that's what's funny is some people they took pleasure in that. That's the guy you don't want to piss off. Okay, I'll piss him off. I want to see what happens. That's kind of like how that went. But that one was cool. I watched a video about like some WCW storyline they were trying to run before like it ended. Like literally, like they had a month or two left on their time and it was over. It was like some faction Ric Flair built that he was like the authority figure like before the company went under. I had no idea that's what was going on at that point because I wasn't watching WCW anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of interesting. So like, I guess if we ever get to that point and get some color, I'm kind of curious as to what some of that shit looks like really. But I played some more Gundam card game. I'm in the labbing. I'm trying to cook up something.
He's cooking.
I'm cooking. I think I did create a pretty good Titans deck. I'm still trying to make other things, and they're not hitting right. So
it's just Titans, right? It's not Jupiterus.
It's Titans Jupiterus. It's like a hybrid.
Okay, so the O is in there.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, it's one of the boss monsters right now. So
you played that deck. You know it's in there.
I just didn't know if you changed it since we played.
Oh no, I'm not going to change it. Like it's fine. Like I've tried
to fuck it up.
No, I've tried tweaking it a little bit here and there, and then like I recognize some of the tweaks I made weren't as good, so I put things back the way they were, and I'm just going to leave it the way it is.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of not doing that. Like my clan deck literally won locals, and I was like, I'm gonna put math tactics in here. I'm gonna do some other shit.
No, change it back. If you try something that's not as good, change it back.
Well, it's not that it wasn't as good. It's that I then played it against a couple other decks and it didn't win. I was like, well, can I beat those decks too, but keep the magic? And then I just made a whole new deck. Now I'm doing the Xeon Rush thing that I'm in love with. So whatever.
Now there's talk of a ban list, or like they're gonna change some rules or something.
Yeah, we'll see. They might ban nothing. Like I got really annoyed because I was reading the post on Reddit. Like when I wake up, the first thing I do is look at Reddit and use the bathroom, and it's always like the reveals of the day for Gundam, and that was the top post because everyone was like, "Oh, they should ban Amuro, they should ban Kira, they should ban fucking whatever else," and we just I won't rehash all the stuff, but not only was it there, but then like I was on YouTube just like eating dinner earlier, and there's like 3 YouTubers all making like clickbaity posts about it.
List.
And I watched one of them because it was a guy who made good videos in the past, and it literally is just they announced that they might do this, and it's just a 10-minute video about that. They didn't ban anything, and they might not. And even if they do, it's probably going to be, I guess this is just based on what I read on Reddit, but judging from what Bandai's done in the past, if anything, it will be limitations. Like you can't have 4 Corsica bases, you can only have 2 or something like that. And I guess there's been a few times way back when One Piece was getting going that they did ban a card, but then they turned right around and released like a promo that was like a giveaway at locals that was the new version of the banned card.
Oh, so they just brought it right back.
And they brought it right back, and it like, it was slightly less strong, or the ability costs more, or something like that. So it doesn't sound like Bandai is the kind of organization to be like, Amuro's banned, Kira's banned, we're going to ban all ping spells, all of them. They're all gone. Ping, it's banned. No Corsica base. We're banning it all. Like, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, and honestly, they probably won't ban. I saw someone say this, and I adopted his opinion because this makes sense to me. They probably won't ban just a unit or just a pilot. They'll only ban stuff as a group, and they won't want to do that because you can't not have Amuro and the Grandpa Gundam in your Gundam card game. You can't have not Kira, whatever his name is, Yamato.
You can't have the main characters in series not be in the game.
Right. So it's not breaking the game, and people are upset because Blurple is, it's 60%, 40% of the meta right now. Well, yeah, but Wing was this time last year, and we did fine. We got through Wing, so whatever. It's just people being sensational.
Yeah, it's just crybabies. I always say, my stance has always been, don't ban anything, make more cards that are just as good or better.
Maybe.
That's how I look at it. But it's like, we made this one card that's really good and everybody wants to use it. We'll make something to counter it. Do something like that.
I don't know how my whole week has been about bans. My goodness. All I've heard about, and not even about this card game, but just in general. I'll say this about card games. If it's all perspective of what the ban is supposed to institute. If the ban is in the context of we are trying to like approach and make a healthy competitive format for, if you have like top level competition, and that is toxic because of an oppressive card or set of cards or a deck, then usually a ban or even if it's to rebalance or nerf, it's not like necessarily out of the ordinary. But the real thing comes down to if you have a game that is widely played, but a lot of people, even at the local level, find unfun or unplayable, and you're actively losing a player base because something is too oppressive, then you kind of have to do something.
Yeah, it's not to that point in Gundam now.
That's good, and I'm glad it's not. But that's generally what you have to do.
People are just a little whiny.
Yeah, some people just get butthurt about certain things. That's all. And then they got to air it out on the internet.
I'm gonna say now.
It's so stupid. People are whining that Blurple's 60% of the meta. Just make a deck that tears that down, and then they try to do it, and they get torn up by like Red White or the O or 1 Year War or something. It's like, whoa, it's almost like card games have lots of different strategies.
It's like a meta. Like, I need to beat A, so I'll use B, but B loses to C.
It's
Holy
rock, paper,
shit.
scissors. What?
Well,
It's-
not
it's
quite,
people who
but-
are on the wrong side of that coin flip that are winning.
No, exactly. And this is my PSA to those types of people just in card games. Like, we'll just
Get
learn
good.
to be better because I get good, but like with slightly more words because I don't want to just be the asshole that tells
I
you
told
that,
you,
but
make
also-
a YouTube video that's just like, generally speaking, here's how you get better at card games.
Well, you have to just like I can guarantee 90% of the people that complain about losing to something, they are not losing because in a vacuum of perfect play and perfect variables, they're still losing. They are losing because they are making mistakes.
There you go. That's your thesis statement.
That's absolutely what it is.
Do that. Make that.
All right. I mean, I'm busy.
I want an MLA format, please.
MLA format. Go fuck yourself. I'm not writing an essay. So that
Just
shit in
write a
Chat
3x5
GPT.
essay about it and then read it into a camera. That's literally all you have to do.
Treat that shit like SpongeBob. They're gonna get the
Get on
capital
TED
T.
Talk.
Put a fucking
man.
Pokemon beach towel behind you, sit on a metal chair, and just read your essay.
Yeah.
There you go.
It does sound like a fun thing to do in general to talk just like TCG strategy in the very general sense.
Because you have, I know there's people who play like every card game, but you have the actual experience playing like all the big card games, basically everything but Yu-Gi-Oh, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. I never played Yu-Gi-Oh in a
fuck
competitive
Yu-Gi-Oh.
setting. Yeah, fuck Yu-Gi-Oh.
Fuck you.
Their cards are smaller.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
So
that,
not
I don't
worth
know that
talking
Italian.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just saying
I stood up
Yu-Gi-Oh.
for Yu-Gi-Oh though. Anyway, I also played a little bit more Final Fantasy Tactics. I am right at the end. I got Cloud. I got the Materia Blade because they came to their senses and they're just like, all right, we're just gonna let him have the fucking Materia Blade when you get him, instead of like, oh, you got him, and then he can't do anything because he doesn't have his weapon.
Oh, you got the Material Blade. Always 20 levels behind. Oh well.
No, he's the same level as all my other high level guys.
Word.
So it's he's actually useful. I still think that they give him to you way too late in the game. Like, I don't know. They should have gave him to you in chapter 3 or something. That's what I feel like they should have done. If you want to do that side quest, because it's a side quest, it's optional content. You don't have to do it. But yeah, I gotta do a little bit more grinding before I can finish, because I started doing the last few maps and I was like, oh shit, these guys start to get about 10 levels ahead of me. I'm gonna have to like do something about that. But I'll finish it. But by the time we record again, I'll have it beat for good. And that's everything I did.
All right, who you choosing?
Oh, you
Ah, shit.
you weren't ready for that?
Called your bluff, bitch. Go.
I didn't do much. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos. One of the tech YouTube videos that came out was the Nvidia DLSS5, where people are losing their minds. Now I get it. AI is spooky because by 2029 apparently 80% of jobs are supposed to be taken over by AI. So I get all the people fucking going crazy. But I think this DLSS5 anger is overrated from these people, because if AI was not a factor in this, now I will say some of the characters do look fucking goofy and shit. I will say that. But if AI was not slapped onto this, people would be like, "Oh my god, look at Grace. She looks good and stuff." But no, because AI is slapped on there, AI slop, yuck. Look at the lighting. It's like, it's so fucking stupid. Now I do get it. I do get the thing. It's like it's taking people's creative fucking things away, because I don't know how it works. But apparently it takes whatever somebody created and they generate it to make it look more realistic. And that's some people's arguments. But most people are just saying AI slop this, AI slop that. I think, Zach, you mentioned that it made Starfield better.
Yeah, so like, first off, the guy from Nvidia, the president or whatever, he said that it uses the existing character model's geometry to like create that overlay basically.
It would have to be consistent. That's what I was confused by. Like, is it identical every time?
No, it depends on the geometry of the model, what it spits out, really, according to what he says. So it's different every time. Even though there's like, I've seen people like, oh, they got the same face. And it's like, well, first off, this is like new technology, really, I guess. So give it a minute. Like in a couple years, it'll probably be like pretty different from this. It's just like, okay, like remember the AI shit we were seeing just a few years ago versus like the stuff that's out now.
Yeah.
It's like people don't fucking think about that.
People people think they hear AI and they're just like fucking dumb. And I'm like, guys, this is going to be the new industrial revolution. AI is going to be taking over everything. It's going to be in our fucking military. That's going to be fucking terrible. It's going to be in our election system. That's going to be fucking terrible. But all the other stuff is going to be kind of like easy for humanity. But as far as the system that's in place right now is not going to be good. But that's for another story. There was some fucking content creators out there that was saying this is going to kill gaming. That's their exact words.
You don't have to use it. You can just fucking turn it off.
Yeah.
It's optional. But that's the other thing. You're crying about some optional shit you don't even have to like partake in. Yeah, and I did say like because I saw some of those examples and I was like, well, it just did nothing but improve the Starfield characters. I'm sorry if you can't objectively say that. Like I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah, like there was this one.
Complain about everything.
Yeah, there was this one female streamer that like it was like a Starfield video where she's like, "Look at the eyes. The eyes look weird." And
people were saying that before.
And I was like, yeah, exactly. I said, to be fair, this is Bethesda, and that's probably Bethesda's eye fuck ups because if you look at the models when you go into dialogue, they always look like their fucking eyes are all over the place.
Or their eyeballs are looking in different
doing
directions.
Stevie Wonder, the head bob and stuff. So, like, I don't know. I got annoyed at that because it just felt like people were just bitching.
There is like weird.
Which is you nailed it. If it says AI, people were pissed off at it.
There's like this weird AI smooth brain alarmism. I'm not saying there's bad things. There's not bad things about it. There's going to be like pros and cons to it, basically. But yeah, it's kind of irritating though how fucking I don't know what metaphor to use or analogy for that, but
yeah,
everybody always blows the hell up about it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, look, they found a way to cure cancer. They'd find some way to fucking bitch about it.
Yeah. So I watched that, because 316 Day happened. I watched a bunch of Stone Cold Steve Austin clips, and I just fucking loved it. Dude,
yeah, it's great.
The pops were so fucking loud for him. It was crazy.
He was a fucking man. He just was.
Yeah. I played a little bit of WWE 2K26, tried to create a character, and it fucking borked my game.
What? It crashed?
It crashed.
No, not the Bork laser.
Yeah. It crashed my game. Like, I was literally at the end, and I was about to fucking upload it to the thing, and it just said, nope, and it erased my character. Apparently, they released a patch today, so hopefully I'll download it. I played the showcase, the CM Punk thing, because I didn't fucking do the ridiculous $150 and $190 fucking things to get to like all the characters. I might get the season pass thing so that I get all the seasons that come out, like all the characters later on. But I didn't get the fucking deluxe thing, so I'm trying to unlock shit like the normal way. I don't like the showcase. I don't like doing them.
I'm a big fan of that mode.
Because you like it tells you to do shit and you're just like, I don't fucking know how to do this. I had to look something up on YouTube on how to fucking put a guy in a corner while he's dazed and then hit XX and how to do that. I was like, because I was near the corner, I hit XX and I was like, why ain't this shit working? And then I would lose because the fucking Randy Orton decided to RKO me and fuck me, and I had to start all over again.
Sound like AJ Styles complaining about these games.
Yeah, it's the goddamn controller.
He said on his podcast, he was like, I can't play these damn games. They're too complicated. He said they tried to put me in a tournament one time to play against a guy for $1 million, and it was like, I can't do it. He's just going to kill me. You're going to have to give him $1 million. He just admitted he couldn't do it.
Well, he always used to bitch on up, up, down, down about the controller. He'd be like, the X button didn't work.
It's not the X button didn't work. It's that the game didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
Oh man, not even that. Like on up, down, down, he would constantly get his ass kicked playing Madden, and he'd get all pissed. I'm like, this controller fucking sucks. I don't play this type of thing. I use a different system.
Yeah. He said that.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys.
Oh man.
Oh shit. So,
Sons of
but
my eyes.
how is the game though? Like you've played it some and everything. How's it feel? Whatnot?
It feels good. It's very smooth as far as the transition. So like it's actually has a actual stamina thing where it's like a pink circle bar, and if it's full, like if you go do a suplex, because the stamina is full, you can't do the suplex right. It botches on purpose. So you can do
You're tired.
Yeah, so you do like actual botches in the game. But other than that, like I'm having fun. The wrestling in the gameplay feels fine. I didn't touch the other features yet, like as far as GM online. I know every fucking time when online happens on the first week of that game, it's fucking terrible. So I'm waiting for the netcode to calm down a little bit before I go in there. But I only scratched the surface of that. Me and you need to play online GM because that's one of the reasons why I got it, and plus I want to fuck around with online eventually in that.
Yeah, we'll do it soon. I gotta get a copy of it. I gotta put it off for another week or so before I can get it, but I will have it.
Cool. Played a little NHL. I'm not gonna fucking talk about that shit. And more Stuttering John. I watched fucking Who Are These podcasts today. And apparently he's leaving the Dabbleverse again.
He's leaving it.
He's leaving it.
Whatever.
So he's left before?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, fucking 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah, because he believes that when he goes away, that they're gonna forget about him and get bored.
No.
And every time he comes back, the Dabbleverse just goes back into full gear on Stuttering John.
How long does he stay away usually?
A couple months.
Is the longest.
That's not long enough.
No, it is not.
You guys, for if you
Well, you
really
gotta
wanna-
understand, this guy's not making any money.
Yeah.
So
He needs to go get a normal person job and not be on the internet for like 5 fucking years. That's how you get it to really stop.
That's what he does, I think, because he's like a fucking assistant teacher or whatever.
he was a substitute teacher in California before he moved. I don't know what he's doing in Florida.
God damn, he was teaching people.
It was during COVID and they were desperate.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes
Or
sense.
just after COVID, something like that. I can't remember.
So desperate.
Yeah. Apparently there is this guy. Fuck, what was his name? Fucking Pat something.
Pat Sajak.
No, never mind. I don't.
Fucking no.
he came in and fucking owned Stuttering John and said Keanu is not your friend and all that stuff. And Stuttering John's like, she's my friend. And then he talked about an old moment on Howard Stern where he said he wanted to jerk off some dude's wife, or not jerk off.
What?
he wanted to jerk off to this guy's wife, and the guy was
jerk off your wife. That's what I heard.
Yeah, pretty. He's a weirdo with women.
Is this all of today's episode? Because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go deep into it, but that interaction that happens is funny as shit. Other than that, that's all. So Chaz, you're the last person.
All right, so I could just tell you about how I played some Pokemon and I did this or that. And I watched one episode of some bullshit or some YouTube. But instead, I'm going to tell everyone what happened to me today. I'm just going to walk you through my day because I've had a roller coaster of a day. So to preface, I started my morning taking my girl to school. And then the next thing was to come home and get ready because we decided to go look at a house. A house went on the market yesterday, and in our area, we've been looking for a while, and the realtor very quickly set something up for us. We went to look, And we saw the house, and within an hour of seeing the house, we made an offer, and within an hour of making the offer, it was accepted. So then we proceeded to go out and celebrate for lunch, and then we got home, and I'm in the process of getting all the paperwork and everything done via email, and I hear a very loud crash, and a van decides, I guess, lost control outside of our house, going like more than double the speed they're supposed to in our neighborhood. And they, instead of veering right, they veered left, and they drove into and through our neighbor's house.
That was Redjack.
Yeah,
That was Redjack.
had they turned right, they would have went directly through my kitchen.
Cool.
Yeah,
Damn.
the fucking bullet dodge, basically. That was the size
If
of
that's
a
not a sign to
giant
get the fuck out of that house, I don't know what it is.
just like crazy, right? So now we're like super stressed about that. But then, we get all the paperwork and everything done, and I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. But anyway, we're moving. We're excited. I'm gonna have a man cave again. Everything goes through, and like it's even better than the one I had before. I'm so excited.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna be on top of a big old hill and a nice
Biggest house on the hill, Mercedes Benz. Let's go.
That's right. But anyway, I'm all excited about that. But then I take care of what I needed to. My kid gets home from school, and next thing is I go to a Pokemon event this evening because there's a pre-release event. So I go to this pre-release event, and I have a local, it's a friend here who that isn't able to play. Like, he doesn't have the money to play, but he wants to play. So I make him the offer and say, hey, you can play in the event. I will pay and spot you, but whatever you open is mine. If you open, cool cards, like, we get participation prize packs. There's no way, like, if we were earning packs, it'd be different, but like, we're all going to get the same packs. So I will pay for you, but I get all the cards. And then if there's cards that you need or something, I'm more than happy to figure it out. But like, if you open a money card, it's mine. But like, I think that's a fair thing. Now, meanwhile, the one card I'm chasing in this entire set that's coming out is a 10-cent card that has a reverse holo in there. I need it because when I play my decks in Gym Leader Challenge, they're blinged out, and I need this particular card that's a common, but I need it in reverse holo. So anyway, we get our packs, and the whole thing of this event is like, you get like a little preset little deck, and then you get other packs and you try to build one. You guys know it's very similar with Gundam. So I get my pack, and I didn't open anything that I had needed, so I'm uninterested. And I ask around, and I say, hey, did anybody open this card? Like, I need it. And a kid comes over, and he's got his little box, and he's like, oh, I've been to some other pre-releases. I think I have that. So I look through his stuff, and sure enough, he has it. And I looked through, and the only thing that I opened that was money was a full art of another Pokemon card. And I was told later the card's worth like $6 or something. But at that point, I didn't care. The card could have been worth $30. I said, hey, kid, I will give you this card for that card. That I need that. And without hesitation, I was like, I'm not scamming this kid. I'm scamming myself. But I need that because I'm not going to get access to this card in like a week for this event that I'm going to. And we make the deal, and I trade. So fast forward, play the event, and have some fun hanging out with the people there. It's been a couple months since I've actually been able to go and to locals, and I do pretty well. My buddy does well with his cards too, so we get. But it doesn't matter because again, the number of packs we get at the end is the same. So we get our other packs. Very first pack, I open it, and I shit you not, I open the exact card I was needing that I had already traded for.
That's how it
It
goes.
always goes.
Oh,
Always.
no, nope. We're not done with this roller coaster. So
Tell me when you showed a picture, by the way.
guys, if you want to go ahead and pull the picture up. So my buddy says, hey, is this card worth anything? That is the chase rare in the set that is worth several $100s.
Yep.
So yeah. I got my card, and I got the bonus of getting the chase rare in the set that's worth a bunch of money that my buddy's taking to a card shop this weekend in Pittsburgh to sell for highest value. So
Why is he taking it all the way there?
he's going to a card show anyway. He just he's gonna be there to sell stuff, and he's just like, hey, I'll take this for you and sell it. And I'll get you.
It's gonna be like Uncut Gems.
That's what I was gonna say. Uncut Gems bullshit. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna borrow it for a while.
Yeah, can I get this back? So you guys are gonna find me dead
in a card shop.
You almost won like over $1 million or some shit, but you're dead.
Yeah. So today, needless to say, today's been wild. It's been a wild day. Sorry. And on my way home, I got a text message from my manager at work who was like, hey, did you fill this paperwork out? You need to do it ASAP. If you don't, you're not going to be able to work here anymore. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Apparently, they sent the paperwork to me in an encrypted email, but they accidentally sent it to my personal email. And that shit goes right to my junk mail. And no one's ever notified me that it was there. So they've now sent it to the right place, and I guess I'll get to it tomorrow. But yeah, it's just been a very weird fucking day. Just of all these highs and lows, you know? So.
Play the lotto?
I came home and I drank beer. No, I'm not playing the lotto because I might get lupus. I'm not touching somebody.
That's true.
I don't have any control of what happens. I'm just trying to ride the wave. So we came home and drank the Blue Moons and did the pod.
It's gonna be a great content house.
Content house. Let's go.
Yeah, there's legitimately a room in the basement that already has a hookup for the cable that has no windows, and we've already talked about just soundproofing the whole room. It's gonna be such a good streaming room.
That's perfect.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's there you go.
It's also large enough for a drum set. I'm actually legitimately
Stream
excited.
drumming. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Be like those guys.
Those guys.
Those guys.
Those guys, yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
All right, Andy, take us out.
All right. Well, if you've enjoyed this and you've enjoyed Star Trek and you want to enjoy more Star Trek, make sure that you like, comment, and follow and subscribe. If you like podcasts, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts. And of course, if you want to see us, we're on YouTube. YouTube always you get the early stuff. And make sure you go watch Deep Space Nine. All the episodes I chose are in season 6, by the way. Waltz in the Pale Moonlight and Far Beyond the Stars. I recommend you watch them in that order, even though Far Beyond the Stars takes place before In the Pale Moonlight. It doesn't matter.
Cool. But
and of course, I almost forgot. Follow Big Troll Rips. Follow Turbo Blaze GLC. Follow Getting Some Color. Follow Living in Nightmares.
Lost in Nightmares.
Follow fucking Alice. Whatever. I don't care. Follow Dubs on Twitch. It's Joe Dubs Bear Man.
He said follow the main bear pig.
It's Joe Dubs 35.
But yeah, most importantly though, be back next week for more Star Trek. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Later.
See.
Big trouble.